do many podcasts?
I've done, other than mine, 3, maybe 4.
Do you know what? I feel like because I don't think we had mutuals. Mutuals are really strong term.
I don't think we had mutuals before like lockdown.
Yeah, but even so, I've only really been doing this probably for like a year, and I think the first time I was aware of your existence.
Yeah, maybe.
Were you on Tutu?
Yeah, I was on the Clubhouse thing they used to do, and then I was on Tutus as well after that. So.
And then when you sent me a message to do the thing, I was like, oh, I really recognise your face. That's really strange. And then like when I said to you, oh, I love your podcast, I thought, oh God, you must come across like such a fucking like, you know when you say something and like obviously when you send something on WhatsApp, it literally says unsend on WhatsApp. So I thought, you know what? No, just roll with it. Roll with it.
No, I think I only got onto the London scene after lockdown. So I'd been doing...
I think a lot of us did, to be honest.
Yeah, I think that was kind of the point where
The mic.
we were all kind of the same age. So we all kind of just said, let's actually leave the house. Or at least talk to each other.
How old are you?
25 now.
25?
Yeah.
Cool. We were younger.
Does it sound good?
Yeah, to be honest, like the mics pick up sound really well. So even if we're not close, it's not that deep because my editor...
I know, I'm just thinking aesthetically.
Okay, my editor will... is my face been covered though?
Yeah.
My face is covered by the mic.
Oh no, sorry. Sorry, no, your face isn't covered
Okay,
by
cool.
mine.
So the editor like boosts it up quite well either way.
I thought you edited it.
No, like, someone does the audio.
Oh,
I edit
okay.
like everything else, but someone does the audio just because
Right, yeah,
I feel like audio is one of those things that is like really crucial.
Long.
Yeah.
And I just like, I don't know about you,
Sound
but
can fuck up anything.
it really can, and you just lose disinterest. I'm sorry, like no one wants to hear it.
That's good. That one, that's good.
But I do feel like a lot of people like after lockdown are very much like, okay, let's just kind of like unleash creativity.
Yeah, let's actually get in the creative bag and actually go out there and talk to people.
Yeah, 100. Have you always been a creative?
Yeah, since I was young, but I think I became more creative after being in the London scene, because obviously being in Kent is only a small amount of creatives there anyway. And then when you come to London, it's like, well, everyone is all of a sudden creative somehow.
What did you want to be as a kid?
Oh, I wanted to be probably something stupid, if I'm honest. Probably like a pillow or something dumb. I was really just a weird kid. I can't lie. I wanted to be just something like fun. That was different.
You give me quite like a cool demeanour though.
Do I?
I would say so. You seem like quite a cool, like laid back person.
Oh, I weren't in school. I was a right goon. I'm still a goon now.
Do you reckon that's evened it out? That maybe you've like
transitioned.
Not transitioned, but more like gone from. How do I word it? You know,
transcended.
Like, how do you define transcended? That's giving it queer. But you know when like people are like very. I find that people that were cool in school weren't cool in school, and people. I
was saying this to my friend literally was it yesterday? No, when we went out on Thursday, we were like, the people who weren't cool in school are the coolest people now.
100%.
And are the people that are more known now.
Yeah.
The people that were cool in school have babies or are married and are living like stay-at-home wives or some shit. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean?
Agreed. Would you agree?
Sorry, I didn't know if I was...
You can. We do a talk on, talk off. You can join in. It's fine.
I do agree. Yes.
100%. I feel like there used to be a time where it was there were only certain things that were cool. Now for me, if I see someone who's like into something that I'm not into, I really appreciate you having a passion for that.
Even and being slightly different.
Yeah, I think do you know what I mean? It builds character.
Yeah.
I think that makes you cool in itself.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. I think now being I hate to say it, but being unique is cool now.
It is.
Before, everyone was like, oh, if you're unique, you're a bit weird and you have to go with the flow and you have to like what everyone else likes. But as soon as you like something, when you're older, that is just different. Everyone's more interested in it.
100%.
Because they want to understand why you like it, what it is, and things like that.
I had a friend who did YouTube when we were like, are you 25 this year?
Yeah, just gone. Yeah, it's July.
It's cool. halfway to 50. That's cool.
Okay. Whoa. Okay. That was
I'm 25 next year, to be fair.
oh, halfway to 50.
You said it. I had a friend who did a YouTube channel when he was like 14. Like, you know, when everyone was like in that gaming era.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't even tell you what it was about. It was just like really random shit. But like now, if he was to have still done that, he'd probably be massive now.
Oh, he'd be huge.
You know what I mean?
He'd be
People love
huge.
it.
People love listening to people just literally chat shit and play games. That's literally what, like my brother's For You page on TikTok, because he used to be a gamer when he was little, but he still does the same thing, like Apex Legends and all of that. Like he loves it, but he's 19 now, so obviously his For You page is a little bit different. But on his page, he'll have like people that sound like PewDiePie or whatever his name was, just talking shit, playing a game, and they're getting like millions and millions of likes and views.
There are some people, and obviously, like, I have so much respect for anyone who's been able to make a full-time job out of this. Like, no matter what it is, whether I support it or not. But there are some things I've seen, and I think, do people really like this?
Do people listen to it? Are you why?
You know
like, what?
But I respect it. I just don't get it.
Yeah. It's just, I think. Like the way I see it, I was thinking about this in the shower actually today, and I do that a lot. I think about things in the shower all the time because it's like
it's a good
it's when it's when I'm not able to run around and be like a crackhead. I have to actually stand still before I slip and break my neck. So I have to actually think about things in the shower.
Right.
And I was thinking, it's so easy now to, or probably easier than ever, because of the amount of people in the world, to find people who like what you're doing, and we could probably have 1 million followers from just random people in the UK. Do you know what I mean? Because there are 8 billion people on this planet. 1 million isn't even 1% of 8 billion.
Right.
Do you see how easy it could be to get like 8 billion, well, not 8 billion, but 1 million people to like what you do?
I truly do believe, and I think I've spoken about this so much to the point that people get annoyed when I say it. So for anyone who listens to every single episode, skip forward about 30 seconds. I do really believe that everyone has an audience. Some people just aren't aware of
you just have to find it.
And it may not be in the UK, because the UK is very bad energy.
Yeah, boo.
Like creatively, I feel like it's... Not for, I don't think it's like for black queers, to be honest, for the ones that I've met anyway.
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of creative spaces in the UK are very competitive, and it's very much like, you can't be alongside me, it's me or you. And I just think,
it's like battle of the battle to the death, or whatever they call it.
Like, obviously, podcasts for like black queer boys is predominantly like, I mean, there's not really that much of a space for it to us, but the ones that are, they're all from London. I'm not from London. Do you know what I mean? That's like a thing in itself.
Yeah.
So there is like, I mean, not to like big myself up, but there is nobody like me. There's no one like you. You know, like we all have like traits which like bring a different energy, different characteristics, and different audiences. So I just think when people are like battling against each other, I'm like, come on, like sit down. Like
the scene is huge. Like you need to think about how huge America is, and how many people are in America, and how many people in America are creative. Right?
Yeah.
Like,
I discover new ones all the time. Like,
every single day. I don't know about you. Every single day.
I've started like, because I'm not really in touch with like American creators, to be honest, but I've like started like trying to actively find them. And I'll find people with like 16 million followers, and I'm thinking, I've never heard of
you in my entire life. I couldn't even tell you that we have mutuals. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because there's that many people in the world who will like what you do.
Yeah.
It's just about finding them, and some people go about it the right way. Some people give up before they even get there. But when you do find it, I think it's really refreshing. I think, especially as a creative as well, because it's like I'm finally reaching my people.
Yeah.
And then obviously with that comes better friends, better environment, better people to know, better people to work with, better people to do things with. And I think, I just need to get out there more. But fucking hell, it's long, isn't it? Like creating a TikTok takes me a day.
Do you know, I find your TikToks very I don't know if it was your no, it was the Mascs one, sorry. Or the videos or the reels or whatnot. I think this must take so long. when you're like jumping and then changing. Because you have the same shirt on, right? And then you have like a different like...
Different top on, and then a different top on.
God, I just couldn't. Because obviously I have a really short attention span. And like, I just would not be able to, pause, jump back, throw it back on. Like that's the skill in itself. Like, big up yourself, because I couldn't do it.
Yeah, so someone actually said, I bet this took you ages to film. And I was like, yeah, to figure out how to film it the easiest way took ages. But once I'd figured out that I could just film certain lines in a certain t-shirt and then edit and chop and change that together, it took me like 15 minutes. I was like, what the fuck have I been sat here for 4 hours for? And it was starting to rain and I was outside. I was like, no, this is it. Like, I need to get it done now. But just filming a TikTok, now I just don't film TikToks or reels that are hard. I just literally sit in front of the camera and talk or mouth like words to a sound or something like that, because I think that A, seems more authentic for some people, but B, takes me 15 seconds. I'm not doing it for like an hour. I can't do it.
Don't break your back trying to
right, do you know what? Don't break my back for like TikTok.
What, 2,000 views.
Right, exactly. And especially with the algorithm as well, you've got to post like 3 to 4 times a day just to get anything. So
a very good friend of mine, and it has actually worked with her, has always said to me, when you post your podcast clips, post 3/4 at a time, because that means that everyone who follows you sees it, which and it works, to be fair. So big up, I'm not giving free promo, but big up yourself for telling me that. Have you is your audience primarily, is that the right word? Primarily. Trans?
I think my personal audience probably is. For Masc, I think it's just anyone who's Masc. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I think I'm in two minds, because I know my niche is so niche that it might take ages to get to those people.
That's fine though. Like,
which is fine, and I'm there for the long haul anyway. But I would also kind of like to have the basics that are, you know, for my niche, but also have the more avant-garde pieces that I can actually design and do myself properly, and even have a runway at some point. Which would be really fucking cool. But to get there, I think I need to have like the more basic, not even basic pieces, but just pieces that cater to more people in my niche.
Foundation, right?
Right. It's kind of like Comme des Garçons when they had the Machino thing with the heart.
Yeah, okay.
And that was just like a normal t-shirt with a heart on it. But that probably funded all of their other runway stuff, because that just sold out all the time. So I'm trying to think like I need to have maybe like basic hoodies, t-shirts, whatever, and then I can start designing things properly.
You need to go to the, even if it's like a show that's not like as high up, I think you need to go to London Fashion Week, to be honest, next year. Right, yeah. But like that will, honestly, like, you'd be surprised, you will have a link. I'm actively trying to find mine. I'm sure that
the thing is, I saw my links there this year and I was like,
So now you know for next year.
Now I know.
Because they have, obviously, there's the one in, is it February or January? I can never remember.
February, I think.
Maybe. And then there's like the main one, which has just happened. That's the big one. But to be honest, either, it's a gateway.
It's still London Fashion Week.
You know?
Yeah.
And like, I have a friend who's a fashion content creator. And like he's got, you know, those people that are just really good at socializing. Obviously, I know I'm a podcaster, so I kind of have to be somewhat. Yeah. But you know, those ones are just really good and just seem to know everybody. Like, like
Glow knows literally anyone. I'm pretty sure Glow probably knows my mum and my nan at this point. Like, literally.
And I really appreciate him, because I admire him even, because I think. To be able to like utilize your skills and to be able to network to such a crazy amount. Like, I go to events, right, and I'll speak to about 4 people and I'll just be so exhausted. I'm like, do you know what? It's time to cut. What was the point I was trying to make? But no, he seems to be really good at it. And I think once you've got that one person to create your gateway, then like meeting everyone else is like, this is my friend. Nice to meet you, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. My cousin's actually a fashion model, like a really highly respected one. And I'm like praying, like I don't think he was there this year, but I'm like praying that he can bring me to one of like the big boy shows. I have hinted, and Dan, if you're watching this, I am hinting. But no, I think it'd be a cool thing to get into. I feel like, I don't think fashion content creation is my thing, but I really appreciate it. Yeah. Like the aesthetic and like the...
It takes forever and you're like sweating because you're in the house putting random layers on. It's like, oh my God.
Have you ever done like a catwalk thing? Is that your...
No, so I've done like a catwalk.
Just like any type of modelling, to be honest, as well.
No, I've done like... I've been in pictures, but sometimes you can't count that as modelling because it's not like I'm actually modelling a product.
What were the pictures for?
For like a show or something like that.
I think I would count that. But I'm not a model, so like take what I say with a pinch of salt. But I would count that.
Yeah,
personally.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we'd count it because we're not it. Do you know what I mean? Like any little thing a creative does.
Why don't we? Well, we visited this conversation about 3 years when obviously I monetized Masc is like worldwide. I'll be all right. Was that modelling? Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
We'll start somewhere, haven't we, man?
Yeah, definitely.
Right. So I want to talk briefly. I actually did have a conversation primarily last week, recorded about Black History Month. So I recorded something about Black History Month, but to be confirmed when it will be released. So, but I think as someone who tries to uplift our people, I think it's quite important to. Well, first off, happy Black History Month to you, my friend.
Happy Black History Month.
How does it I don't know how to word this without being really official. What does it mean to you? But no, to be fair, to the front, what does Black English isn't Englishing today. What does Black History Month mean to you, man?
I think it just means for me freedom. Do you know what I mean? Being able to kind of think of all the great things that we've done, but I don't, especially even with trans Remembrance Day, things like that, those little days or weeks or months throughout the year, I don't think for me are as important as they are to some other people, because some people will think of it as just that time.
Yeah.
Especially when it's a brand, they'll think of it as, oh my God, everyone say Wakanda Forever in this TikTok and let's all put it out there. And we're like, what?
Yeah.
It's actually supposed to be all year long. Do you know what I mean?
This is the thing. I feel like some corporate, some companies, some businesses put so much emphasis and energy into this small time period, but for people like us who are celebrating queerness, blackness,
every day,
like transness, that's an ongoing thing, every day of the year. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So sometimes it feels a bit disingenuous for putting all this presence into these matters, because for me, I think I would rather you equalise that throughout the 12 months, around year long. You know what I'm trying to say? Does that make sense?
Yeah. Performative. Yeah.
And it's okay, but are you going to have these conversations outside of this month? Do you know what I mean? It was
Probably not.
It was like with Black Lives Matter. How many black squares got deleted? And my white friend told me that. He was like, how many white... He was like, oh, Jord, how many squares got deleted? I was like, I don't know, Steve, you tell me. I didn't count them, funnily enough. I was going through it. But you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's the same. It's the same with allyship. It's like when people claim to be an ally, right? And I feel okay, if you're an ally, big up yourself. But what conversations are you having when you're not with the marginalised people? Do you mean what promotion and what are you doing to create some kind of change? Do you know what I mean? Because I feel like a lot of people just stay, I'm an ally, and just leave it at that.
And it's ally, but what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Because you're just posting, at this minute, you're just posting the trans flag in your bio.
Yeah. What behaviour are you changing? Who are you educating? And what, do you know what I mean? I had a really interesting conversation with my, was it my parents? Yeah, it was my parents, yeah. And my I feel like I'm, obviously, as someone in the black community, it can be a bit, but I feel like I'm quite fortunate. My parents very their mentality is, I don't care who you are, what you are, anything. As long as you're kind, I'm kind back.
Yeah.
If I bite at you, no. If you bite at me, I'll bite at you type of thing.
Yeah.
It was a really interesting conversation. I feel like because of the current circumstances of everything being a bit...
sensitive,
it can be quite difficult for the communities,
Yeah.
And I think my parents were very much obviously because of all the gay hate crimes, how do you feel and all this, and I was just the same as always, stressed, insecure.
It's literally a normal day for us. It's not because when it's in the news, everyone's like, whoa, this is insane, I can't believe this has happened, this is so bad. But think about, if you're not in the community, you're not going to hear that every day, or you're not going to hear the news often. So when it's big, you'll hear it, but when it's not big, we're hearing about it all the time. So for us, it's not a shock. Do you know what I mean? It's not something that we're now protesting about, because we've been protesting.
And the amount of stuff, like you said, that doesn't get shown on the news or online.
Right, exactly.
The things that we just hear face to face, the things that we experience in person.
Right. Yeah.
And another thing I think is quite interesting is about how I feel like there's a real emergence of, not for everyone, because that just isn't fair to say, but a realization of the significance of black queer people in black spaces, period.
Yeah.
But, don't get it wrong, like, I love the black queer community, do you know what I mean? But like, I feel like I don't know if you feel this way, there are some times where like I'll be like in the black community as a whole and I'm thinking, okay, can I be I don't like the term authentic, but can I like be
Can you
my
be
truth?
yourself?
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. I think, do you know what, I get that a lot. And I think one of the biggest things that happened recently, I went out in Kent with like my best mate, and we were out in just this club in Kent, and like this isn't necessarily a black thing, this is more just being trans.
Right.
So like we were in a predominantly cis het space, and obviously I was probably the only trans person most of these people have ever seen in their life in Kent. And it was I remember, because usually I'm all right, like even when I'm drinking I'm all right to just go out and talk to people, do whatever, live my life, I don't really give a fuck. But it was very recently after Rishi Sunak said what he said about trans women, and at that point I don't think I've ever felt so awkward in my entire life. But it was something just felt really heavy, and it kind of felt like more eyes were on me than ever before for some reason. And I was just like, but I probably know half of these people have mutuals with them, but I still feel like I don't want to be in this space. And I get that sometimes when I'm in black spaces as well. I don't want to be too, let's say, how can we call it? I don't want to be too Renaissance Beyonce, do you know what I mean? I want to be like,
I have every right to be,
but I have every right to be.
But I can appreciate.
But that's how they see it. They're like, okay, you're at this end of the spectrum. There's no like in between. You're either screaming she and waving a fucking flag, or you're not at all. And it's like, well, half of you are DL anyway, so I don't know why you're even talking. But it's true, and it's true because you get DLs in Kent. You get DLs in Kent.
They do say actually that the DL community actually equates for a higher amount than like gay, bi, and gay, bi. And
I'm not even surprised.
Yeah.
Married men with a wife, with kids.
No comment.
Right. Because what are you doing on Grindr?
I don't have the app, to be fair.
Oh, I deleted the app.
Big up you.
But I get it back when I want it. Not often. But it's there.
I feel like as a community, we need to find like some like
Another app,
alternative,
a different something.
Maybe when I get monetized, I'll put like my money into like creating some kind of platform or something.
An actual safe space that's not like full of.
Maybe like you know like Bumble BFF.
Yeah.
Maybe that's an alternative. I even met a friend earlier, right? And he was saying to me, he's 26, like yourself, and he's bisexual, and he was saying to me, he was like, do you know what? Like, I just feel like it's my only gateway, and I was like, but isn't that a problem? And like, you know, those friends you like kind of wish you could break the friendship with. That's how. Let me show you a picture.
He was hinting.
He doesn't watch this, so I think I'll be all right.
You think it might be the one episode that he watches? Oh, okay.
Lang. But no, but I said to him, I was like, well, this is the problem. Like, we need to find like a new gateway because, and my friend lives in London. I don't live in London, so I've just always been like, okay, maybe I need the. Are you able? Do you mind if we take a picture? Is that all right?
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Are you able to take a picture whilst we're filming so I can put it on my thing at the end of the week? What do you think I'm doing? Oh, sorry, okay, my bad. But I thought because of where I live, okay, there's a reason as to why there's not much going on, like very, very backwards, very anti-queer, very anti-black. But then for my friends in London or near London to still have to be using those, I'm like, oh, right, okay. So
there's nothing new here then.
There's really there's no space for anyone.
Yeah,
but then,
exactly.
I don't know, it's really difficult. I would love to have a conversation with people that work at Grindr UK. Do you know what? That's going to be a task to try and figure out. I would love to have a conversation with people at Grindr UK and be like, are you like aware of the consequences of this app? And is there some way that we can put in safeguarding?
Because that app is literally just hookup culture. I don't know anyone who's had like a relationship from it or anything genuine from that.
So 2 of my best friends are from Grindr.
But a friendship's different.
Okay.
Like an actual romantic relationship from that app, I can't name one person. Because everyone is just kind of like running around like rabbits, I guess you could say.
Are you on apps?
Hinge in America. Just want to put that out there.
How's that going?
Oh, different breed. Beautiful. I can happily say, like, me and my friend decided we were going to put our Hinge in America. Texas, Houston, to be exact. I was actually in multiple places just to see what was going on,
You
you
got to
know?
pay for extra?
No, you just change your location.
Okay, cool.
Just change your don't worry. Change your
Try.
location.
Have you tried Atlanta, Georgia?
No, we haven't yet.
Because that's meant to be like,
The hub.
yeah. So
Well, yeah, it's because I'm on there, and I've never seen girls that look like that in my entire life. Never seen girls that look like that in my entire
Okay.
life. I shit you not. Like, I would actually, you know how you get those pay pics? I'd be one of them just for them.
Yeah.
Love them. I'm in love with
know.
them. I love them.
Yeah.
Just to let you know, I love you. If you're listening, I love you. But yeah, I'm on the apps. I was on Tinder. Fuck that. Don't know what's going on with that. I hate everything about that. Hinge is the only one I can advocate for because Hinge is good. But I also have Raya as well. So
Really? How's that going? Obviously, you can't say who's on it because you will get in trouble. But
ooh, I can't say anything. But
maybe after the thing's recorded.
I have seen certain people on there.
Do you have like success with like because I'm guessing you have to match, right?
Yeah.
I really want this app.
No, because it honestly, like, this app is good when it's good.
I feel like I'm meant to be like a wag.
Yeah. Okay. No. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. But yeah, like, is it go running successfully? Is the question that I'm asking you.
I want to say, like, Raya's kind of like, it sometimes feels like people are on there just to be on
see
there.
who's on there
right.
as well.
Yeah. And often not a lot of people talk, but recently I've had quite a bit of success. Like, people have actually been conversing with
And
me.
is this just UK?
Yeah, just UK.
Okay.
But obviously, because of the app, you can kind of match anyone in the world. It's not
Yeah.
like you have to put in a location and do it that way.
Do you know what? Because I just feel like there are so many like influencer boys that would like love to match with me.
I think that and Hinge are the only two apps
I like
that
the
can
concept
trust.
of Hinge. I think that's quite clever. Tinder annoys you, right? Because it will say, because I'm not paying premium.
I'm
But,
not
like,
fucking paying
But like,
for
you
that.
know how it says in the corner, like how many people have liked you and thing, and I've been swiping for like a good like hour.
So where are these people?
Yeah.
Right. I've not matched a single
Do you
one
know
of
what I
them.
mean?
Right. I
But,
hate
like,
it.
do you have like a low radius? Because I'm like, I just
No, my radius is all the way
Oh, of
fucking up.
course
You might as well be in
it is.
Antarctica. Like, I'm literally
okay,
matching.
yeah, I like to be able to meet someone.
Oh, I don't care if I meet them. If you're hot and you match me, that's great.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
If it works, it works, man.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's travel, there's transport.
Yeah.
It's not that I'm going to do that, but it's there.
Yeah.
You know.
Do you know what though? How do you feel? What's your take on like a long distance relationship?
Depends where the distance. Or it depends. Do you know what? I think it depends on A, who they are, B, what they look like, and C, if I'm serious about it or not.
Yeah.
Because if it's just like pen pals, that's
You happen
fine.
to meet and occasionally maybe like chill
Yeah, that's. Do you know what I
compared
mean?
to like two people who are
A genuine relationship, and I'm actually talking. I have to be like A, attracted to them, B, into them, and C, like them enough to want to even meet them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I don't think it can work if you're in two different countries and you're just talking.
and the consideration of the longevity. So I have
Yeah.
a really good friend who did a year abroad for uni in oh god, where was it? I couldn't tell you. Somewhere in America, and he met his girlfriend there. They've been together for a year and a half. She's German. He probably sees her more than he sees me. It's a female. Oh, sorry, I didn't need to say that. I'm drunk. My bad. But he no, but like he sees her probably once a month, either, which I think is like pretty impressive, to be honest.
Yeah,
I
fucking
think
hell.
she's from Germany, but she's studying currently in the Netherlands.
Ah, okay, that's
So it's-
probably why though. That's
Oh yeah,
because
obviously if it's America,
literally.
that's not
I don't know how he's going to do that once a month, but
He just doesn't pay for his food. He just, just chills on like water and vibes. But like they're probably like the happiest couple I know. I don't know if that's because they have so much time apart.
yeah, I bet it is.
But I guess at the same time, you can, if you have less time apart, the time together you really, really appreciate and really
Yeah.
value.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think that's one thing with love languages as well. Like, sometimes people will say quality time, but they won't actually measure the quality of the time they're spending together.
Yeah.
They're just saying like quality times means like we're together, but actually if the quality of time you're spending is shit and you're just sat there on your phones not really talking and you're just around each other, yeah, that's great, that's nice if you live with each other. But if you're actually actively going out to see that person, you want the quality time to be quality.
Is that your love language?
No, not really. I don't know, I feel like all of them are, but maybe not gifts. I don't really give a fuck about that.
Funny about gifts.
Yeah, I'm just like, okay,
Yeah.
and usually the gives a shit, so I'm like, I don't even want that anyway.
Yeah, no, I hate that. There's nothing I hate more where like, because I have really apparent facial expressions.
Same.
So when I don't like something, it's really obvious. And like, you know, when you give like a wish list as well, and you still haven't met.
How have you not got something off of the list that I just
Yeah.
gave you? That doesn't even make
And
sense.
it's not even expensive stuff. It's like a £12 cleanser.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, I think my number one love language is words of affirmation, but only because I think that it can be hard to be with someone who doesn't express themselves. And
Not if you're similar.
yeah, if you're similar,
You're
but
both
how?
old.
Right, exactly. If you're both terrible, but how often is that going to happen that you're going to want to get with someone that you know is also terrible like you? Not often. You're going to want someone. You're going to want someone who's the opposite, right? Like,
No comment. Yeah, I can appreciate it.
yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think I'm pretty good at communicating anyway. So I think for me, because if someone doesn't communicate with me, I can over communicate, and then
Like compensate.
yeah, because I'm trying to like communicate for both of us.
Okay.
And my first language is clearly gibberish half the time because I never make any sense. So it's like, how am I making up for what you're trying to say and then trying to say what I'm trying to say when I don't understand how you're feeling and what you're trying to say, but I'm trying to make up something in my head and I just look crazy and delusional. So
They say love makes you do crazy things.
right, yeah, we can blame it on that.
What's the craziest thing you've done that you can share?
For love. Moved in with them the next day that I
do you
met
know
them.
what? Right.
On my TikTok, yeah.
Not that I stalk, but yeah. Yeah.
So you do stalk?
I do stalk.
That's
yeah.
okay.
No, I like to get like a feel for like.
We all
what the
do
guest
that.
says. You do, yeah. And I
Yeah.
saw the videos. Oh, fair play.
Yeah.
I feel like queers do move quite fast, don't they?
Fast.
Well, no, one or the other. It's either you move like full speed ahead or you're not moving at all.
Right,
You may
yeah.
as well just be, you know, like one of those like rides like shut off for the night. It's a bit like that.
Yeah, no, I moved in with them. Well, we knew each other before, all knew of each other because we went to the same school, and then I moved in with them literally like the day after I met them.
Fair play. I mean,
Yeah.
you have to learn from your mistakes, don't
Sometimes
you?
you just got to do crazy shit so you learn a lesson.
Yeah, and
do you know
your
what I
kids
mean?
will love this story in like 30
Yeah, they
years.
will love it, and they'll be like, "Who the hell was that?" And I'll be like, "I don't know."
Dad was a bit mad. Sorry, guys. Okay, so we're going to play a segment. So obviously my show's called The Winning Side. We have a segment called Side to Side. I thought it was pretty cool. I didn't come up with
pretty
it, but I
cool.
try and take credits. So the way this works is it pretty much just two sides basically. So like I list two things and you say which one you prefer and you give. Do you know, I've noticed right, my hand gestures like become really excessive. I feel like before they were quite tame, but like in 2023 autumn, it's quite. Do you think? You a hand gesture person?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it's a drag.
You've always had very
Would you say so?
excessive.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, even like at like even in like year 12 and year 13, would you say in like
I don't know, I was at the dentist most of the time.
this is true?
I'd say you were like a puppet without strings. Yeah.
Oh, I hate myself. Okay. See, that makes no sense why we didn't get really good grades on that fucking device. If I'm there doing this full speed ahead for half an hour,
That was the problem,
do you reckon? I brought you all down with me.
as well as the script.
Okay, moving on. So basically, I give you two things and you just say which one you prefer and why, and I'll do the same. So, side to side, R&B. Wait, have I done that right? Okay, no, I have. It's cool. Right, R&B or hip hop.
Oh, is there like a? Oh, it's
There's no midpoint.
Oh, so it can't.
I don't-
The match can't draw,
No.
and we end on the same. Okay.
Only because we've done that before and it kind of weakens the conversation. So I've got.
Okay.
I've got to be a bit headstrong.
Okay, but hear me out. Let me land because I'm hovering like a fly around shit right now. Let me land on the shit. So, I want to say one, but I feel like both of those are so similar now.
They interconnect.
They're basically the same fucking thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, people are saying, "Oh, this is hip hop, but it's R&B," and they'll say the same for both of them. But I'm gonna say R&B. Why? I just feel like that's felt right.
Yeah. Who's your favourite singer? That's R&B. I'm just trying to like matchmake. So if anyone happens to be watching and they like the look of you, then you happen to like the same artist. Oh, plug.
See, but you can't ask me that because what if they're like, "Oh, I like this artist." and
Opposites attract. Either either. Oh,
Okay,
he likes
right.
the same as me. Oh, he doesn't. Opposites attract.
R&B. Who count? Okay, right.
There's not really an R. Do you know what?
Who counts as R&B at the minute?
No one in the
Like,
UK.
Right.
No.
It's all in America
Like
as
maybe
well,
Anna
isn't it?
May, but she's moved to the She's moved to the US.
Yeah.
There's not really many in the UK, to be honest. But I think of like Jhené Aiko, Franco.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
Rihanna,
yeah.
SZA.
Yeah.
There's a really cool. Actually, no. To be fair, do you know Bella?
Hadid.
No, there's a singer called Bella in the UK.
Bella.
She's
Yeah. She's Is she got more than just Bella? Like,
I think it's literally just Bella.
Yeah, I know of a
music-
Bella. I've not listened to her music though.
Very
but
good.
Is it good?
She's R&B.
Would you say Flo's R&B?
Yes, I would. I would.
I like the 2-3 songs of theirs I know.
Yeah.
They're cool.
I think Flo are probably like the best girl band the
right.
UK has seen for the last like
Yeah.
10 years.
Years, so long.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you can't even say Little Mix for like a count as anything.
Pop.
Pop, yeah.
Yeah. I like Little Mix, but yeah.
Okay, so hear me out. I like some of their stuff, but some of it is so like cheesy that I can't.
But you got to think that their audience is like young girls.
Children, yeah. Children. Easy money makers, children.
I'm gonna say hip hop.
Okay,
I feel
yeah.
like I really resonate with rap. I feel like rap is my safe space.
Is R&B not rap as well though? Because I feel like, well, I don't know.
Do you know what? Also, Ray in the UK. Ray. That's R&B.
Ray, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but see, I feel like with categories like that, I still listen to more America
Yeah,
than anything else, especially hip hop and R&B. Like those are
It's
just
more prominent though, isn't it? So it makes sense. And like I feel like it's really difficult to like. I'm actively trying to find like low key undiscovered artists, but it's really hard to find.
So
them.
fucking
Unless
hard.
like, you have like a mutual or something.
Right.
So we've got friends
Yeah.
in music, right? They're like
Yeah.
a bit like but obviously we know them, but like if they're not in your circle, how do you find them? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's really hard to kind of find new artists now because I think it's also the rate that we all consume things at now.
Yeah.
We're just consuming the same shit over and over again, like on every platform. It's kind of hard to get out of that and look further in, especially on Apple Music. I can't even fucking find anyone on
Okay,
there.
well, if one of
Yeah,
my questions was,
Spotify.
I like the Wrapped, and obviously like
Ooh.
my people don't really like my people don't seem to listen to my podcast on Apple, so
So you just by default got to say that.
Spotify's my go. Okay, but I'm going to go with hip hop. So yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Say less. Okay, FaceTiming or texting.
Fucking hell. Do you know what?
You have very long responses.
Sorry.
If you don't say-
This is why people don't give me like multiple choice shit, because I will answer a reason for every single one of those choices. Okay, so FaceTime if A, you're not annoying, and B, I'm not in the middle of doing something. Because you know when you're doing something, like sometimes I'm on the toilet and I'm just want to look at my phone.
Yeah.
And I'm getting a call, leave me alone. Or like I'm laying down, chilling, watching something on Netflix, and you're calling me, leave me alone. Text before you call, is what I say.
Are you, like, what are you saying? Can you talk for the thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you talk or like FaceTime question mark? You know, don't just call me out of the blue.
Okay.
Like, actually, I mean, if you're my friend, that's fine. I'll just answer because I know you're just going to be fucking irritating anyway. So
Yeah.
you're going to either irritate me calling me or irritate
or
me.
like on the course.
Right, exactly. It's just one big annoyance, really.
A couple of minutes, yeah.
Might as well just answer it. But what was the other?
FaceTime or texting.
See, I think I'm going to say FaceTime, but only if I like the person.
Yeah, I feel like I'm very selective of who I can constantly text throughout the day.
Yeah.
The only people who I text throughout the day, like actively, is my mum because she won't leave me alone otherwise,
Right,
and she'll
facts.
kick me out of the house. Who pays the mortgage, Adam?
Right, yeah, I'm paying for all the stuff here. Oh,
Who
God.
pays for your heat and electricity?
Right, oh, my God.
I'm like, yeah, say less. So my mum, my dad as well, to be fair, and my friends, because we have an EastEnders chat about like,
Oh, okay.
yeah, slay. You're not a fan?
What, EastEnders?
Yeah. What have you got asked?
Not anymore, though.
What have you got asked? It's really good at the moment. What have you got asked to produce a show, like to be on production?
What, for EastEnders?
Yeah, would you not give it a go?
I'd do it for the experience.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be like...
But you'd have to be engaging it, surely, to get like a feel for it.
Depends on what you're doing.
Yeah, it
doesn't it?
depends, yeah.
Yeah.
I just talk, to be fair. I could never be a producer, but I'm just hypothetically.
Yeah, I'd do it, but I
Yeah.
wouldn't be that bothered.
But you wouldn't enjoy it. You
Yeah.
wouldn't. You'd like actively hate it whilst producing.
I'd enjoy the experience. I'd enjoy the experience to do it.
What would be like your ideal thing to produce that's out currently?
The winning side.
How's that going?
Yeah, great.
Good answer.
Say less. What did I answer mine? Did I give an answer? Remember? FaceTime or text? No, I can't remember. Actually, I have no idea. No, wait, no. No, I was giving some rubbish about who I text. No, FaceTime, because I don't like the constant chat all day long. Apart from my mum and like the people who I just mentioned,
Yeah.
I'd rather like if I was in a relationship, I wouldn't want to be texting all day. It's too overwhelming. My brain can't take it. Give me a call for half an hour in the evening, and we're done, and we'll talk tomorrow. You know?
Yeah.
It gets too much.
Yeah, but sometimes I wanna just text someone. Like if I've got a really exciting story and it can only be showed with emojis and like random memes,
Yeah.
I'll text.
Are you a voice note person?
Oh no, don't fucking be barking down my phone. I don't want to listen to that.
Okay, say that.
Oh, I hate it.
I did wonder
Oh.
why I didn't get any voice notes back.
I'm like, why are you making this noise? Stop it! Like, it's just too much. Because then I feel like I have to do one back.
I mean, quite
and I'm
clearly
usually
you don't
like,
because you didn't.
I didn't. I know I didn't. But I'm going to be on your podcast, so I'm going to be talking to you anyway. If you're fine. But yeah, I can't do voice notes. I mean, if they've got like a hot voice and it's like a really good looking person that I'm talking to,
Yeah.
voice note me all day. Do you know what? Fucking be on my FaceTime all day. But
So I'm gonna have to like change my voice up now. So when you hear it, you're like, oh, okay, he sounds good. Is that what you're trying to say?
so yeah, no voice
no
notes.
voice-
Hate voice notes. Absolutely hate them now. No.
Show less.
No, I can't do voice notes. It's just
I just feel like I prefer the convenience. And if you're like walking along the road and like because I will like walk into a pole if I'm like texting whilst walking. So it just makes more sense to me to, oh, yo, this has happened, blah, blah, blah. Like, tell me what you're saying.
yeah. Well, yeah, but I think when it's a voice note, I forget what the fuck they're saying, and I have to listen about 4, 5, 6 times.
He has to not reverse, but like go back and like
Rewind
re-listen.
over and over again.
Okay.
And
You say it's convenient, but it's only convenient for the speaker.
Right.
For the listener, it's not.
I thought you liked a voice note.
No.
Do you like a voice note?
I love hearing your voice, mate.
I was gonna say.
he's he's trying to get on the good side now, isn't it?
Yeah, to be fair. Right, okay. Okay, paying for the date or splitting the bill?
Oh, I'm going to say split the bill only because I think there are times when splitting the bill just makes sense. I think, firstly, on first dates, splitting the bill should be fucking normal. Like, it's the first time you're meeting each other, do you know what I mean? If it's like the second time and you want to treat the other person or whatever, do that. But I think because of the way the world is, everyone thinks that the person who should pay should be, or the more masculine one, or the person who pays should be the person who suggested the date and things like that. I think if you keep it, we just fucking split it.
Yeah.
That gets it out of the way, it's quicker. But there are some times where I'm like, oh, do you know what, I'll pay for the thing. But I think splitting the bill is a nicer way to keep equality, especially with some people who think that money is power or money is like status and like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you. So for me, I think it does depend on the situation, but primarily I think paying for the date, either one end or another. Because realistically, I think if you've initiated it, you should pay for it. Because realistically, if someone asks me out on a date and they're the one who's initiated it, why am I paying half when I can stay at home? You know what I mean? Like I have a Jamaican mother, my cupboards are always full.
Right, there's food at home.
Like,
There's literally food at home.
It's just like, it's not giving. And I just, But like I don't expect anything that I can't provide for myself.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Okay,
So
yeah.
I wouldn't be like, oh, let's go to the Ritz or some shit like that. I would
Right.
always be like, right, okay, this is in my price bracket. So then when you've paid for it, there's no reason as to why the second or third time I can't reciprocate.
Reciprocate,
Thank you,
yeah.
reciprocate that. But
Well, I mean, I've paid for every first date I've been on saying that, but I know, what the fuck is wrong with me? I'm like, yeah, split it. But really, I'm like, no, I'll fucking pay.
do you like it when though, like you kind of agree to split it and then someone, or even you'll say that you'll pay for all of it and then they offer to pay for half? I think that's really nice.
Yeah, I think,
Like, I'll do that, but I'm not.
because
I don't mean
I'm
it.
quite a giving person, but I think it's just the gesture of someone saying, oh, do you know what? Yeah, let's split it. Because that just seems more down to earth than you worrying about you getting a free meal. Do you know what I mean? I think there's this weird thing in the dating culture where it's like, oh, I'll go on a date with multiple people so I get a free meal, or so I just like get my food paid for and I can dress up and do this. And I think that's kind of weird. I'm like, shouldn't you go because you genuinely enjoy the person that you're going with? So therefore, the money shouldn't be a problem, because you should really have left your house with your fucking purse or wallet or whatever anyway.
So my thing is, I will offer to pay half, but I don't mean it. so I'm like, kind of like, I have money in the account.
Yeah,
I mean, like,
there's money there,
I think it's
but-
like a really like obnoxious expectation to think, okay, they're going to like pay up. But like in my head, I'm thinking, no, go on, pay for all of it. But like, obviously, if they're like, oh, okay, half, I'm like, right, okay, £20 each, then, please. But I feel like it kind of, you can link it to the idea of like the person I was telling you about before, how they feel the need to pay for the date because it like not links, because that sounds like a score, but like it kind of like associates with like control.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, it's I think like sometimes it's a power move that people, do you know, like when people are like, oh, princess treatment only, and they want the person to pay for the date for them all the time and things like that.
This is
I'm like, where's the equality in that relationship? Because you've already started it off as if you're higher than them anyway. Do you know what I mean?
Well, like, this is where women go wrong. Like, but again, like I said before, I think if they're able to provide that themselves, there's no issue.
Yeah.
My take anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, eating in or eating out?
Eating in. I want to be naked and eat. Like, I don't want to be
eating in, eating out.
Eating out what?
Take away a meal.
food.
That's made in the kitchen.
Digestible food,
Yeah.
let's
I
say.
mean, like eating in, like home cooked food.
Making a meal with someone's quite nice.
Let's have the scenario of where you're with your significant other. Are we going out for dinner, or are we ordering in, or are we making, or like you said, or are we going to make the dinner at home?
No, I like making the dinner. It's nice.
Really, I just love being treated. I really love going out. And I feel like a lot of people, when you give the idea or the suggestion to eat in, it's like, okay, well, what's that going to lead to? You know?
Oh, right.
I'm quite happy.
Yeah, but who cares? That's the whole point.
I mean,
You don't order dessert for that reason, I guess.
but then are you not full though? To be fair, like I always, because I obviously if I'm
You can still eat. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I feel like eating out leads to that more than.
Do you reckon?
Because you get dressed up and you go out and then you
Not if you go into like Nando's or something.
I know what you get.
you can order Nando's,
We've gone to
though.
Nando's plenty of times and nothing's happened after.
Never bought me dessert.
Hey, times are hard, costly lives. So you're saying eat in?
I say eat in because I think anything you can eat out and get, you can order in anyway. And I feel like it's more of a comfort thing. Like, eating in is comfortable. Going out, I have to get ready. Not that it takes me much, but
Yeah,
unless it's like not an event, but like
an occasion.
a birthday. Yeah, an occasion, like a birthday or. Well, that was it, really. That's all I can think of.
A
Do you know what I mean?
graduation.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean.
What's it? Oh, for fuck's sake! English isn't English, and I'm actually Jamaican. What's the term? Millennial? What's the term?
Memorial.
No, not memorial. Like, like a millennium. Is that right?
Who goes eat on a millennium though?
I'm so
What are you on about? Like a Happy New Year, let's go out for a meal.
just like some kind of like moment, but I can't.
An anniversary or something.
Maybe, yeah, let's go with that.
It happens every 1,000 years. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're not gonna. I don't think that's for us.
Okay, interviewer or interviewee?
Interviewee. I feel like I get more freedom getting asked questions and answering than when you're interviewing. You can't say too much. Do you know what I mean?
Depends on your style.
True, but you don't want to speak more than that person. And I talk a lot.
Yeah,
I take too long to answer this fucking question. Do you know what I mean?
yeah. I enjoy both. I like had the chance to be able to like do both over last week, over like the space of, like 3 days. So I was doing interviewing for the whole weekend at the Lit Fest, which was really cool. I interviewed Fats Timbo. Yeah, really cool. Benji. But then when I did Super Dry, it was like me getting interviewed, and that was really cool. I feel like interviewing takes, I like the thought process takes a lot of brain work and preparation. Like I really respect people that don't have to plan, they can just kind of go with it.
Yeah.
That's not me. I literally have like a list on my phone.
List of questions.
But then not a list of questions, more like a list of like
Prompts.
Topics.
thank you topics. Yeah. I would say
Basically
so.
the same
Yeah.
thing. No, come on now.
My English isn't very good today, but I think I would say I prefer being the interviewer, because then I can kind of like navigate the conversation, or I can kind of like figure out what, like I can ask basically what I want, you know.
Yeah.
Whereas there are times where like I've been interviewed, I'm thinking you haven't asked me what I want to talk about, and you can't just like jump in. And be, oh,
Yeah.
actually,
Yeah.
this happened last week. What, like, you know, it's just interview. I would say.
Yeah.
20 minutes. You right, Sam? You sure?
I haven't did.
Just checking.
You're right.
Better now.
You're wasting time. Get on.
She said I have another 10 minutes. I think she's left now anyway.
Oh, she's gone. Yeah.
No, she said we have like an
Extra 10 minutes
because of getting the lights. Have you seen Big Brother this year?
No.
Are you a reality person?
I am a reality person. Was a Big Brother person. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to end up liking this one. I feel like is it changed? Is it a bit different to what it usually is? Because I liked how raw and like fucking terrible everyone was in like the 2000s when it was just like...
It's less... It's more explicit than Love Island is. Are you a Love Island person?
Yeah, Love Island's all right.
So like, I would say it's better than Love Island.
Not hard though, is it?
I just feel like it doesn't cater to me.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? I don't have a six pack. I don't have like nothing's chiseled. Like
Yeah,
you know,
I'm not pulling people for chats every fucking 5 seconds.
it's
Do you know
not.
what I mean?
Yeah, and it feels a lot less scripted.
Yeah.
I think the concept of Big Brother was always like more interesting and more
Yeah,
diverse.
because I don't think there is much of a script for that, is there?
I don't think so.
They just kind of fucking do whatever
But then
they
they get
want.
called to the dining room to speak.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just, and it was really interesting because there was a conversation on Twitter talking about how like they've ticked the equality card this year, but Big Brother has always been really good for having like
A diverse range of people. Yeah.
I think now people are just becoming more aware of these other marginalized identities. It's why people are like
Oh, they've got that person in there, and
making
yeah.
some noise, you know.
Yeah.
But no, it is quite good to be fair. I'm like an episode behind, but I'm really enjoying it. I think the cast is very chaotic. I mean, as they always are, to be fair.
Yeah, and as it should be.
There's a really nice range of people, and even like the ones who are like the cis, like straight ones, they're pretty cool people. To be honest, like I would say it's a good show.
Yeah, I think I'm probably going to catch up when there's more episodes to watch, because I like to
binge.
Yeah, because I like to binge things and then wait a little bit and then binge it again if I've not finished it. Because like, for example, Game of Thrones, I only watched that like, I think it was maybe like last year. So I was really...
Taken forever, surely.
Oh yeah, it did, but I was like not working, so it's fine. I had like every second of every day to watch it, which I did.
At what point did you get to when you found it interesting? Because honestly, because I've tried so many times to get through season one, and
Season one is just a sack of arse. Like, it's actually so boring. But after that, after that season, I was like, okay, I'm gonna really try it, because I know this must just be boring until you get to the last episode. But Season 2, still a little bit slow, but not bad. 3, 4, I don't know how many seasons there are. I don't remember. Quite a few. It's kind of like 8. I watched 8 seasons in like 3 weeks. Am I fucking okay?
Aren't they quite long episodes? So like an hour long as well.
Yeah,
I think.
that long, but it's only like 10 per season.
Yeah.
But like 8 seasons though. That's like what, like how many hours?
I could watch.
Like a
Yeah,
lot
but
of
eight seasons, 10 episodes. That's like.
It doesn't get interesting until like series 2. That's like you're at like 10 hours in.
Yeah, I know.
Shit.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I was a day in, but I was bored, innit? And there was nothing fucking else to watch. So I watched it.
Better than daytime TV.
Right, I wasn't going to watch that. And there's no Jeremy Kyle coming on anymore, so I can't fucking watch the new stuff. But yeah, so I binged that, watched it, and like by the end of it, I've never been so like fucking captivated. Captivated? What is going on? Captivated?
Picking up from me.
I am. Is it contagious?
Rumors have it. Yeah, apparently so.
Right.
So-
Do I need a mask?
I mean, it's too late. And like they're here as well. So, you'd have to walk past them and give it to them. So you're better just rolling with it.
Yeah, no, but basically it was really good. I've not been shocked by a season.
I just feel like
a series
I just
before.
feel like a whole boring season to pull through is just a lot of energy.
Well, yeah, just like skip to the sex bits or something.
But even still, like I need like a narrative. You know, I need like a story to like follow.
Yeah, you can figure that out through the scenes.
Is there a book? Is the book a thing?
Is there a book?
Yeah, it's based off books. Yeah.
Is it?
Lots of them.
Yeah.
Nothing's original anymore, is it?
No.
Fucking hell.
No, really not. To be honest, I'm really like trying to find like something on Netflix that like hasn't been like,
A book or something.
oh yeah, some inspiration from someone.
Right,
Like, yeah.
yeah.
It's not giving. Is there anything that you're watching that you could recommend? Actually, Curiosity.
No, I can't even recommend anything because I keep rewatching good stuff that I like to watch. I'm watching like
them. Okay.
yeah, because I'm rewatching like The Office USA for like the 13th time. I've watched every season all the way through.
like UK
like
as well?
No, I've never seen that.
I feel like I'm not the only person.
You are. Sorry.
No, I just don't like The Office.
Oh, you don't like The Office?
Blank. No, I can't.
You might be. Still the only person.
I've never like understood it. It just doesn't.
I do you not find it like funny?
I don't
Question
like
mark?
breaking the fourth wall. I just find that concept really annoying, and it reminds me of Modern Family, and I really, really hate Modern Family.
Really? I like them both though. See, I think it's a Marmite thing. You either really like them
Yeah.
or you really hate them.
Why are you talking to me? Just talk to your wife.
No, talk to me. Please.
okay.
You know, I've been sat here watching it for hours.
Have you seen Heartstopper?
I have season 1, not season 2 yet.
Did you like season 1?
I did. I thought it was really genuine,
I'm really
cute.
Yeah.
Aw, you know.
Season 2 is like very affectionate, like very full on. They're kissing all the time.
Oh, okay. So I'm not watching that. You've put me off it.
Okay, my bad.
You put me off it. I see. I like things that are like seem real because the first season was very real. The bullying and all of that stuff that seemed very honest and authentic. But if they're like kissing all the, let's be so real. Even cis couples don't kiss all the time.
Yeah, but I feel like, what was I reading about it the other day? I can't remember which one of the casts released something, and they were someone complained saying, "Oh, it's a bit excessive, all the affection." And one of the actors barked back and was like, "Look, how frequently do we get queer joy on TV? Like, just let us have this moment." And I think, you know what? Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Quite clearly, that cast member probably fancies the one they've been lip syncing, but hey, like, needs must. I hear it. Okay, right. So we're gonna like end on the last bit. So Jada Pinkett Smith.
Oh fucking hell!
Have you lot been watching this? I would die for her. To be honest, I would die for her. I just.
Right, thank you. A normal person in the room.
Okay,
What the fuck?
Okay, so Jada Pinkett Smith is either about to or has just released a new book, right?
Yeah.
Which obviously gives a lot of insight to her marriage, not really marriage, with Will Smith. So well, not even allegedly, because she actually said it on the news. So she did like some promotion for some talk show. I'm not
Like an interview, wasn't it?
some type of thing. I saw it on TikTok. And so as you did.
Yeah.
And apparently they haven't been together for 7 years.
Separated, yeah.
But like they have no plans to get divorced but they live
Bad marriage for life.
But they live life separately. And apparently, she also said that Tupac is her soulmate.
Right, but they're just not compatible. Listen, this woman. Right, let me just put it this way.
I would
Right.
die for her, so be
No, listen. Think about it. If someone like Kanye came out and said all of this shit, everyone would be like, this guy's fucking crazy. But because she said it, everyone's like, oh, Jada, no, I can't believe you're with Will and he smacked Chris. He smacked Chris because you're driving him crazy. You could see on that red table how insanely depressed he looked. Like, he looked like he had been sleeping on a bench like Hitchcock. Hitchcock? Is that the film he's got?
Hancock.
Hitchcock,
right? Yeah.
Right, that's what I said. So
Yeah.
Hancock. But he looked like he had really been going through it. And no one's really paying him any mind. Everyone's only giving a fuck about what she says because it's drama. But that's not normal stuff to say about someone you're married to. You just friend-zoned your husband. How do you do that? How is that even possible?
I'm so intrigued in the way in which her brain works.
It doesn't. It can't. There's no logical explanation
Because
for this.
some of the things that she comes out with are just so bad. And
Crazy.
I'm in two minds because I really respect how people can just be so unapologetically chaotic. But then at the same time, it's kind of like, because you have to remember, this is the mother of two of her children, and you'd like to think someone would be like, okay, well, what if Willow and Jaden see this, and then they
know this stuff though.
No, I know, but it's different to having this reality behind closed doors than having it on screen for everyone to see.
Yeah.
But it makes a lot of sense though, because there were a lot of rumors about them being in open relationships.
Yeah.
Quite clearly they just weren't together, so they were dating other people, right?
Yeah.
But
well, see, me and my friend were actually talking about this before Jada said anything. Well, funny enough, we were in the pub, as you do in Kent, because there's fuck all else to do. We were in the pub and we were talking about big up Kent. Don't know why I did that. That was weird, wasn't it?
I'm some free promo.
Yeah, don't come to Kent, but still, it's all right. So we were talking about Jada and Will, and we were just saying how crazy it is that she did all this stuff with August, and at the time, just before Jada said they had been separated for this length of time, we were talking about Will and Margot and how they had filmed Focus and probably been on tour for the premiere. A year later, then they had Suicide Squad, which then came out, been on tour with that. So that's 4 years together, right?
Right.
If you think about it, filming and then putting it out, promotion, all of that shit. That's 4 years together, but there was always a rumour that Will and Margot did a thing, right? And they were, which would make sense because at the time when they separated, if you look at the timeline, that would have been around the time they had separated. So I'm like, okay, maybe Will's the one who's drove her crazy, but still, sort your stuff out behind closed doors and don't tell the world.
I feel like it's equal, to be honest.
It probably is, and the kids are probably driven mad by their own parents.
The instant with Chris Rock is just a bit like...
That was crazy. They weren't even together.
And then Jada said something about, I was really shocked when he referred to me as his wife, but I was like, but it was public. What was he meant to do? You've continued to maintain this persona because the Smiths family is a business.
Yeah, it is. I mean? It's like the Kardashians.
Well, yeah, it's a brand.
Yeah.
Therefore,
you're not going to want to ruin that or tarnish it.
Financially, it's logical, isn't it, to maintain that
to stay together
for as long as you can.
Yeah.
But I'm just intrigued to know, was it shared with everyone that those details which are in the book were going to be...
Well, Jada did say something about Chris had tried to speak to her when he caught wind of them not being together.
Yeah.
But even then, I'm just like, how has that been something that obviously maybe some celebrities do know for the past 7 years and we haven't even known about it? To what detriment to yourself and your kids and your family and everyone that knows you have you done this? At what cost?
It's difficult, innit? Because you got to think, say the children get into relationships or there's a new family member. At what point do you keep on the front or do you...
What point do you tell them?
Yeah, And then how do you ensure that they don't go and tell one of their friends?
Right. Do they have to sign an NDA? What is it?
I mean? Yeah.
It's very Holly weird. Do you know what I mean? It's not... That's not a normal thing to be doing, especially to stay with someone who, and poor Will, like to stay with someone who's putting you through this shit. Like, he is crazy for even still being around. I think that's insane. If someone was chatting that much shit about my relationship with them, basically friend zoning me, making me like look stupid, I would be so upset. I'd have to end it.
But do you not think that she's like conscious and aware of how like it's not going to end? Therefore, she kind of has this not audacity but ability to continue to behave the way she does. I love her. I think she's great. I think she's not my alter ego, but like what? Do you want to share with the class?
Just you comparing your alter ego.
But she's not my alter ego, so it's not comparing, is it?
But she's adjacent to, is what you...
Yeah. Should we open this up to the audience? What's your thoughts?
What's the question?
Just for like this situation, because I like
Jada.
Same, I think she's sick.
Yeah.
I think she's a donny.
But I'm just biased because I liked her in Scream 2. So.
Is she in Scream 2?
Yeah, she got killed in the cinema.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Hold the fuck up. That's your only reason?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, did she look good? Is that what it was, or?
Well, it's just a really iconic scene.
Oh, okay. It was just the scene, just that one scene.
Yeah.
I haven't actually seen... Do you know, when I think of Jada Pinkett Smith and acting, the only thing that comes to mind is Madagascar.
Oh, the only thing that comes to mind for me is The Matrix.
She was in Madagascar?
Yeah.
I thought the same thing.
She's the hippo.
She's not Gloria.
She's the hippo?
Yeah. So her and Ben Stiller.
Oh, no, not Ben Stiller.
And that recent film she's been in, I think it's like Bad Mums or something like that. But, yeah, no, big up Jada Pinkett Smith.
Fucking hell.
So.
Yeah, I'm not a fan, but not a fan of the way she's handled it, I think.
I like her. I really enjoy her children's work. I think they're both really good.
Oh,
I think they're so fucking talented.
Here's another thing me and my friend were talking about, though. As this whole Margot Will thing was going on, and obviously when they clearly separated, Willow brought out her best music yet, funny enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes the pain can really make you do some crazy, some great shit.
100%.
Yeah, and I was just like, maybe this is like, maybe we've just been so blind, and maybe there are like lyrics in the songs or something where
we need to like decompose.
Yeah, we need to have like, you know, when people used to do that Illuminati thing where they used to play Beyonce backwards and analyze that shit.
Sadly,
yeah,
I tried to ignore that.
I didn't. I went deeper in the hole and then kind of got stuck. But yeah, I need someone to like really analyze everything that family's done since 2016.
There'll be some things coming out in the forthcoming weeks, I reckon.
Oh, 100%.
When did the news break? Earlier this week? About like Jada and Will. I feel like it must have...
Literally like a few days ago.
Yeah, it would have been earlier.
A few days ago.
But...
yeah, I just find it insane.
I just feel like when you get to that level of like... Not even... Because I don't think it's... I think fame is like belittling it. I think when you get to that level of like... Just international like presence, your privacy just isn't your privacy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I feel like it reaches a point where it feels like, is this actually worth the success?
Oh yeah.
And does it outweigh the consequences?
Yeah.
Limitations.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And I mean, I don't even know if I'd call them really like famous as much as they were. Do you know what I mean? They're known, but I think also because they're that known, it would have been easier for them to just say we're breaking up. But they wouldn't have got so much money as like a brand and a unit being the Smiths. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Because it's a household name, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think just everyone's a bit weird.
Yeah.
I think it's a really controversial situation. And I think later on in a few years, we're all going to see like this crazy, like fucking documentary about how Will Smith became really upset with life and like something. Do you know what I mean? Like some kind of documentary that's like, this is the effect of Jada Pinkett Smith on families. Do you know what I mean? Something like that. Because
I'll be subscribing to that.
I would watch that. It'd be on Netflix. I'll fucking watch it. I want to know what she's been doing. She's just been talking.
And I will support her from.
I bet you will. You'll watch it and it'll be called Will Smith and you'd still be like, yeah, Jada.
What can I say? Right, what time? Okay, cool. We're going to end it there. Thank you very much, my friend. I appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
Podcast number 5, is it? Number 4, number 5?
For who? Me?
You.
Being on, yeah.
Yeah, sweet. So, what are the socials, please? So, obviously, all the wonderful ladies watching can find you and follow you and hopefully get down on one knee. Or
Oh, crazy. That's
would you question? Would you like
let someone get down on one knee for me
in 2023?
in 2023?
Well, we're like switching the norms and the roles, aren't
I think, do you know what? I quite like it when it's like a mutual proposal. You know, when you see those ones where like one person gets down on one knee and then they're both down on their knees looking kind of weird in public, to be honest. Probably wouldn't do it in public though, I don't think. But they're both like proposing to each other and it's mutual. I think I wouldn't mind that. I don't really care if you did propose to me though.
Yeah.
As long as the ring's nice, like don't give me something stupid.
Have you seen it before? Oh my god, so there was a video, I don't know if any of you saw this. Someone got proposed to in Ealing in McDonald's. the girl was so angry, wasn't she? She was fuming. Can you imagine? You'd be so upset. I don't think it was an actual ring either. I think it.
No.
I want to say I don't think it was like a Harbour ring, but it was something stupid. Like it wasn't like the real deal.
But that proposal was as authentic as it could have gotten for him. He was like, yeah.
And the poor bloke behind just trying to like order like his like cheese bites or something.
Fucking hell. I mean, I kind of understand the rage because I would be like, what? Out of all the places, even on the high street would have been better than that.
Like a nice like view of a billboard. Or
right,
something.
yeah. Do you know what I mean? Not with like fucking Big Macs on the screen behind me and someone shouting out order numbers. Do you know what I mean?
They do say romance is dead.
It is dead. It's the bar's in hell. But
my friends said the same thing to me this morning.
The bar is in hell. I'm pretty sure the bar is like.
Is that a popular saying?
Yeah, the bar's in hell. Like it's like so bad that it might as well just not be there. It's terrible. Socials _King CXLE. CXLE? Cole.
I mean, if you get it wrong, I'm going to put it in the
King Cole.
anyway.
You can probably just put in Cole. I might come up. TikTok. That's only for people who find me authentically and organically because I'm a crackhead on there, so I don't want to give that out too much. Masc Clothing UK. That's the app for that. Yeah, you had to remind me about that. Yeah.
Sweet.
Masc.
Right. For anyone who's made it to the end, thank you very much. I appreciate you. I love you. We love you. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I keep on being told by Spotify I need 5-star ratings. It helps people find me, and it makes my life a lot easier. Thank you very much. Yeah, we're out. I'm getting some weird stares from my friends. I don't really know what that means. I think it means I need to cut the camera, but all right, we'll see you. It's not next week. The week after next.
Down with the Pickett Smiths.
Down with the Pickett Smiths.
# that.
Let's fucking go.